part 2 of me doing almost an entire full face of Fenty Beauty while I just had their masterclass, and I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks from her global makeup artist. But now it's time to moving on to set this face, and I know you already know what this bad boy is. Super Bowl baddie? The makeup artist herself told us that this Invisimatte powder is actually more than just a blotting powder, so much so that they actually added it as a setting powder on the title as well. Also, someone in the Zoom call made a great question on how to fix and help creasing under the eyes. Priscilla says herself that Rihanna actually has also struggled with creasing just like the rest of us. So of course, one great tip from her is to make sure the under eye is really nice and hydrated. Tap out all the creases, which I have done, and very lightly with their precision highlighter brush, we're just going to lightly dust under the eyes. She was definitely letting us know that this was such a game changer in their routine, because apparently Rihanna said herself that she likes the idea of baking and that it does really help longevity, but also it really definitely creates a lot of clinging and texture. Makeup artist definitely recommends setting with the Invisimatte powder, and then you can go in with baking. But before I do that, we're gonna go in with their powder bronzer. You know me, you know I love me a good pigmented bronzer and blush, so let's see what we're working with. Because in the pan, she's definitely looking a little light, but also that's probably the correct shade for my skin tone. I don't have any powder blushes from Fenty, but Priscilla was saying a nice little tip: instead of just tapping off your makeup brush, you still have a lot of product clinging to certain spots on the brush. So what she actually does is work it into the back of her hand, and this will just help evenly disperse the product, leaving it not patchy and nicely blended. Sending out there into the universe that I get to do something like her one day. She is incredibly inspirational. I would give anything to like just stand by her all day and just watch her work. I love learning so much, so this was definitely so much fun for me. Their Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal highlighting duos. This one literally looks absolutely insane. Yeah, this is my sign to start wearing highlighter again. I don't have a loose powder from Fenty, but like the makeup artist said, after you've lightly done a dusting with the Invisimatte, that's when you can go in and bake. Another good tip, she says, to actually dust off the bake with a little bit of Invisimatte, just to really help take it to that extra blurred, flawless look. Also, another tip that she gave us is that the makeup artists are very strategic when they're doing makeup on celebrities. So she said, for example, that Rihanna doesn't have a lot of texture or like acne going on the forehead, so she actually uses less makeup on the forehead to still give that skin-like flawless look. Okay, this base is exactly what I needed, because lately my skin has been going through it. But two of the products I'm most excited to try out: shade Peanut Butter. Of course, their iconic gloss balm sticks. This is in shade Fenty Glow. I'm actually gonna put up Rihanna's favorite lip combos that the makeup artist shared with us on the screen while I line my lips. I was actually kind of giving a little hate to these lip liners in Ulta swatching them. I feel like when I was swatching them, I maybe was just going a little too heavy-handed, and they kind of just were a little too creamy and melted down super quick. But maybe I just needed to try out the product and stop being a hater, because that lip liner actually went on so nice and easy. I am actually gonna be obsessed with these, because that's the prettiest, most effortless look ever. I know your girl has no lips, and that made me look like I have something. I don't even know what to say to finish off this video. Like, you see the makeup, you see the beads. Two things I will have to say: the soft lip foundation with the full body brush, chef's kiss. This is a need.